Guys, so I've gotten lots of questions about my epoxy coated floor that I did. So I'm going to make a really quick video, try to breeze through it real fast. I used the Rustoleum EpoxyShield Professional Kit. It was, the Professional series is solvent based, and then the standard one is water based. So all of my experience is from the solvent based kit for the base coat. My concrete was sealed, so I had to get the sealer off. There's lots of methods. What I used was I bought 2 gallons of the Bare Cleaner Etch for concrete and masonry, which is basically an acid. So I used a degreaser and a hard bristle scrub brush to get all the grease and oil stains up, or at least the oil out of the concrete. And then if yours has a sealer, you can just pour a little water on your concrete. If it beads up and stays on the top, then it's sealed. If not, then there's no sealer. And you probably can do just a single acid wash. The kit comes with some crystals that you can mix with water that isn't acid. So I did the cleaner degreaser first with a wet floor. I rinsed it. Then I did 2 gallons of the Bare Cleaner Etch acid. Then I did the acid that came with the kit. And then I squeegeed it all out. And that got rid of all of the sealer off of my concrete. After I squeegeed it, I could tell the water was trying to absorb into the concrete and not set on top of it, so I knew the sealer was gone. So just whatever you've got to do to get the sealer off, that's the most important part, is prep. After that, you got to let it completely dry. If it is not dry, it won't adhere. Then I followed instructions, laid down the epoxy. I bought 2 extra bags of the vinyl chips because I wanted a bunch of them. So I laid down a ton of vinyl chips on it, twice as many as what the kit came with. The Professional, which is solvent based, like I said, has a recoat window to put a top coat on it from any time after 24 hours, but before 5 days. The standard kit, which is water based, says anytime after 24 hours. So I don't know how it turns out on the water-based kit, but the solvent-based Professional series turned out really well. So that being said, after I let it cure for 3 days, I went ahead and got the, I guess I should say that this is a 2-car, possibly 2.5-car garage square footage. I bought a 2.5-car garage kit, and I had plenty of epoxy. Just put on the coats like normal, just a single coat, and it would cover it very well. Then the top coat is a clear coat, which is a second kit, and it only came as one gallon, but it says it covers 500 square feet if it's a previously coated finish. If you're trying to clear coat bare concrete, it'll probably take multiple kits. So I bought the 1 gallon of clear, epoxy clear, which is why it's so shiny. And then it comes with a bag of anti-skid crystals. I added that to give it some grit. That way it's not so slippery if I spill any oil or water in here. So I waited 3 days, added the clear epoxy, and this is kind of what I ended up with, was a very showroom shiny floor finish. So like I said, the products I used were the Rustoleum Cleaner degreaser. It was a small bottle. I got that at Lowe's. Then the Bare Cleaner Etch, which I bought 2 gallons of that. I believe Bare is sold by Home Depot. We had multiple coupons at different places for 10% off, so we went a couple different places to get it. And then I bought the Rustoleum EpoxyShield Gloss Gray kit. They also have it in tan and other tintable colors. You can get it tinted there. Just like normal paint, they could add a color to tint it. And I bought the 2.5-car kit of that, the Professional version, which is solvent-based, not water. And then I bought the EpoxyShield Premium Clear, just a single kit of that. Now I can tell you that the single kit of clear made it all the way to the end. Then I had to use a paintbrush in the bottom of the can to get just enough to finish to the very door edge. So when they say it fits a 2-car garage with 1 gallon, they mean exactly, no excess. So I almost didn't have enough of the clear coat, and I had 1/3 of a gallon left almost of the epoxy. So be pretty liberal with your epoxy if you have a similar sized garage. And then be very, I'm not going to say sparing, but just pay attention to your usage on the clear coat. Other than that, just remember that preparation is the most important thing, because if you don't prep it well, it will not adhere. So follow all directions. The temperature guidelines are very specific. Follow them specifically. When it says to mix it for 3 minutes, that means mix it for 3 minutes. When it says wait for 30 minutes before you apply it, you must wait. If you don't, you'll end up with a very tacky finish because the activator won't have time to start working inside of it. Other than that, I would definitely do this to every garage that I have from here on out. This is, I'm very pleased with the finish. The only problems I have with it are stuff that I did. I was a little got a little bit too much chips in some spots and much thinner in others. So any imperfections in the coat was all my fault. The product itself worked great. So there you go. Overall, like I said, 100% great product.